Morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Joe Chaffee. Happy Easter to you. As we'll give you a look at what the weather is going to be like for today. We've got this warm front that has passed through this morning. Is now off the New England coast. All the winds are southwest. The temperatures are already starting out with a very good launching pad here with readings in the 60s. So we're going to get into the 80s today. There isn't too much activity going on radar-wise. We've got some showers and some thunderstorms back over through parts of the Ohio Valley and into Indiana and Illinois. And the cold front that's with this system is still pretty far back to the west, but it will move through here, through our area here during tonight. Maybe a shower or thunderstorm with that. It looks like they'll be scattered in nature, and then it will be pretty much done with. So weather around the country today, not especially active. We take a look at the radar in the east. We've got these you can see some of these little bits of showers. Now here's the cold front. Now here's where it is active with some showers and thunderstorms from central Indiana, central Illinois, down through southern Missouri into northwestern Arkansas. But it's dry throughout much of the northern plains. You can see some shower activity also over the Great Lakes. The southeastern part of the United States is fairly dry. And we've got some little rain coming into California. You can see it here. It's probably some mountain snows and some rain offshore. But the Northwest for now is dry, and so is the northern and central Rockies. We'll look at it on the satellite view. And there you can see the flare-up of showers and thunderstorms this morning right here in this bright white blotch is probably where some of the thunderstorms are on the strong side. And when we look at the western part of the satellite loop, here we've got some moisture getting kicked in to the coast and a stronger storm that's out over to the west. Let me just real quick show you what's going on weather pattern-wise for this week, because the weather models overnight kind of got blocky looking, and that's probably going to mean for some increased activity as far as rain is concerned. And this is something we've been mentioning for the last few days at least. But here's our front that comes through tonight. Most of the shower and thunderstorm activity is going to be from West Virginia back in through Missouri and through Kansas, and the activity, of course, increases in the Pacific Northwest. Looks like a flare-up of storms also in southwestern Texas. Dry air builds into the east, also with an onshore wind, so that's going to keep things pretty cool over the next couple of days. Maybe not so much tomorrow, but on Tuesday, it'll definitely be cooler in the Northeast. A lot of activity going on in the west for Tuesday. Here's another weather system approaching the northern plains. Now that western system gets ejected eastward. Much of the rain and snow go into Wyoming and Nebraska and Kansas, and that low pushes east. Yet another system comes into the northwest. That low winds up going up into the Great Lakes, so we get a cold front that moves through here for Thursday and Friday. Probably seeing some rain here, perhaps as early as Wednesday night. And then again, Thursday night into Friday, this front comes through. So Thursday could wind up being a warm day, depending on how the warm front sets up and then out. And here we have a big flare-up for the end of this week and into next weekend. Could have there's a nice little low that develops in southern Arkansas, and that produces probably some severe weather there next weekend. That low is forecasted to take a track to the south. The European and the GFS both show this, and you can see what happens with that. That means it will get into a chilly rain here, assuming that we are correct here as we go deeper into the long range. So now we're at day 9 and day 10, coming up on April 24th, 25th. But the overall pattern is evolving into one where weather systems are going to be moving one after another, again, with this perhaps blocky look that is shaping up. And I'll just show you real fast on the upper air, because it's Easter Sunday, and I think everybody wants to just kind of take it easy today, so we'll just keep the video short. And indeed, we do have this blocky look that's taking over in terms of the weather pattern. You can see it here. The flow, that Pacific jet still there. No change in this. A lot of systems coming across. Also, you got this vortex up in Canada that's keeping things active as well, and bringing a little feeder of cooler air from the north, keeps it from getting too warm here in the eastern part of the United States. But you can see trough after trough here lining up. Here's one, here's another, here's another, here's another. So very busy in terms of these weather systems moving across. So it'll give ample opportunities for rain. And again, when you have this sort of blocking high that's setting up in the Atlantic near or just south of Greenland, it displaces the jet stream south of normal, both in Canada and in the United States. And this time of year, or for that matter, any time of year, it makes for a busy weather scene going out into the future. So we're going to keep an eye on this, obviously. I want everybody to have a great, magnificent Easter Sunday. Enjoy your day in the east with the temperatures climbing up through the 80s. Might be tempted to spend it more on the beach than anything else, but that ocean sea breeze is always going to be problematic. So I'll probably keep posts to a minimum today on the website meteorologistjoechaffee.com. And of course, Angry Ben is on nycweathernow.com. And thanks to everybody for being here on my YouTube channel. I really, really appreciate it. Happy Easter, everyone, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.